Hello, Pleasant Grove Junior High. This is Miss Reid, and this is for midterms. So just so that you know, it is coming soon, the end of the term. So it will be March 12th that everything is due for this term. And the sooner that you get it in, the sooner that I can update your grades and make sure that they are current. There has been a problem recently with Canvas and Skyward and them syncing together. And anyway, so I'm sorry if things have been a little bit strange on your side trying to make sure that things are in, but it's also been strange on my side to try and make sure that things are actually showing up the way that they should. So be patient with the technology. And as long as you have everything in Canvas and you know that it's there, I will be able to see it, and I will make sure that it gets transferred over to Skyward. So the sooner that you get things in, the better. So that is really important. I teach 4 different classes, and so if I've already talked about your class and you're good, then you can just go ahead and log off and not have to watch the rest of the video. 9th graders, be patient. I'm sorry, you get to be last. So for college and career awareness is the first class that I'm going to talk about. And in that class, we started off with a unit of an introduction unit that talks about professionalism and professional skills and what things to be working on no matter what career you go into. And so that was a really fun unit. There is one thing from that on your grade. That's the soft skills to pay the bills quiz, and then a professional skills inventory that we do during each unit to look back on those skills and make sure that you are focusing on them throughout the class. So if you didn't do soft skills to pay the bills quiz, make sure that you get that done. And that one is automatically graded, so it should be up on your grade as soon as you take it. And you can take it as many times as you want if you didn't get the score that you like. So then we did the unit Toys That Teach, and there were 3 points on your grade. For that unit, you should have created your own toy for a 4-year-old and explained how that actually helps a 4-year-old to grow and develop. And we did a little quiz at the end of the unit and the professional skills inventory. Right now, we've been doing a healthy lifestyle unit, and we've been doing a lot of play therapy activities, just different activities to help you to learn. So object lessons, learn about different ways to make sure that you're making smart decisions and keeping balanced in mind, body, heart, and soul. So we're finishing that up at the end of this week, and then into next week that we'll be finished up with that and ready to move on to our 3rd unit that's going to be going on this term's grade, which is exploring medical innovations. And in that unit, you'll get to be creating something new to solve a medical problem. So be looking forward to that. So that is college and career awareness. If you have any questions, let me know. And my next class that I teach is in 8th grade. It's Facts Exploration A. And in that class, you have the lab safety form that's on your grade. The first unit that we did, Undercover Boss, we actually talked about employability skills and what things are appropriate for expecting or skills that you need to develop as you are going into a career, and what would you do if you were actually in charge and you got to create a business and create friendship bracelets, and that you were able to do that with a partner and do a business report, a performance report, so that you could show how well your business did and what you did to create that business. Then we've been doing Extreme Makeover Home Edition, which is our interior design unit. We've just finished all of the content and we're ready to start our final project. So in that project, you get to actually design a great room for a client and put it all together, including the front of the house. It's a really fun project that you get to actually be really creative with, so look forward to that. And then the next unit that we'll start is Creative Sewing Innovations, which is actually starting on the sewing machines finally. And in that unit, before the end of the term, we will get to your CSI training that goes on your grade, and also the chill tie construction project. So you'll finish that before the end of the term. We will also be doing the travel pillow, but that probably won't be done in time to actually put it on this term's grade, but it probably will be finished before the end of the term. So, but with the cutoff of where it's going to be, then that will end up being on fourth term. So, and then we have one more unit after that, but Creative Sewing Innovations, there's a few projects in that. And then the last unit that we wrap things up with is what not to wear. So with fashion and talking about clothing choices and how that actually connects with how we feel about us and about other people. So then ninth graders, I have two different ninth grade classes. My first ninth grade class is Sports and Outdoor Product Design. And in that, obviously, you also have the lab safety form. Performance skill number 3 in our first unit that we did, incredible fibers and fabrics, that you completed a fabric file. So that's a point on your grade. Then you also did a superhero fashion design sketch and activity, and you were supposed to turn that in as well. Then performance skill number 1 is FCCLA step 1, and that is on Canvas. You can complete that. You should get 100%. If you didn't, retake it so that you can actually get 100% on that assignment. And incredible fibers and fabrics quiz, the quiz at the end of the first unit. You can also retake that as many times as you need to get the high score that you would like. And then we did pass-offs. So with the sewing machine, how you were able to demonstrate cleaning and oiling the machine, threading the machine, winding the bobbin, taking care of it, making sure that you know what you're doing with that for the semester. And then inside the equipment bag, so all of the stations that you were able to complete throughout that unit, you should have turned that in. And then you should have done Unit 2 quiz. You're supposed to get 80% or better on the required assignments in each unit to be able to move on to the next unit in Canvas. So you do want to make sure that you retake that quiz as many times as you need to get 80% or better. And then we also did the lanyard. You got to create a lanyard with the sewing machine. That was your first project. And then we've just started understanding the playbook, but we are going to be finishing that by the end of this month. And so there's 4 points in that unit that are also going to go on your grade for third term. 2 of those points come from completing the C-shaped travel pillow and the fleece hat. So those are 2 projects that we're also going to be doing by the end of this term. And then also 2 other points, pinning and cutting, making sure that you're doing that correctly. And then at the end of the unit, a unit quiz over the information and the things that we went over during that unit. So that's coming up. And then my last class, thank you for being patient, child development students. So the first form that you had to get signed is the human sexuality instruction form because of the content that we cover in child development. And then you did performance skill number 1, FCCLA step 1, and unit 1 quiz over everything that we have discussed in the first unit. And you can take those as many times as you want, but you do have to get 80% or better to be able to move on to the next unit. So make sure that you get everything in so the next module opens up for you in Canvas. The parenting observation assignment that you're supposed to be working on at some point during Unit 2, where you're supposed to just observe somewhere where there are different families, different kids, different things going on that you can observe. It could be a store, it could be the mall, it could be if you go somewhere on vacation and you're around some people that you can just observe what's going on. You're supposed to find 3 good things that you see with children interacting with either adults or older siblings. 3 negative things that you see that's happening. Something that you noticed because you were not on technology, and also something that made you laugh because kids are hilarious. So that's the assignment. Make sure that you answer all 5 questions in that assignment. It's easy to copy paste, but if you don't answer all 5 questions, then you won't get full credit on that assignment. So please make sure that you do that correctly. Performance skill number 2 is a parenting panel discussion. There's just a little assignment that you get to answer after we have some parents that are actually coming into our class and sharing about parenting experiences and some different things connected with that. And they're just adults at the school who volunteered to come in and share personal experiences with you. And if you're doing my class online, then there are 2 videos of 2 of the teachers here that were willing to record their presentation for you so that you can watch those. And then there's just a little assignment that you do after you've participated in that assignment. Then we have Unit 2 quiz, and again, 80% or better on both of those assignments to be able to get into Unit 3. And then we'll have performance skill number 3, letter from fetus to mommy. That also is going to be going on this term. Your pregnancy experiences are coming up, so that's going to be going on this term. And then please make sure that you've been working on and doing the extension activities tracker. You should be completing 5 extension activities before the end of the term, and then you're going to be turning that in, and that is also on your grade. There's only 9 points on your grade for this term, so one assignment missing can bring your grade down quite a bit. So please make sure that you have everything in before the end of the term so that you can make sure that your grade is where you would like it to be. So I do accept any and all late work up to the end of the term, but it is nice to make sure that you get it in soon enough that I have time to grade it, because things are rather busy, and so it's important for you to be respectful of me and my time and the effort and the time that it takes to actually grade, and that it can't just be immediately on there for most of the work that you're doing. So that's where we're at. I've really enjoyed working with you so far, and I'm looking forward to the rest of this semester.